how are you? My name's Melissa, and I'll be your wedding planner for today. Now, I notice your bride-to-be's not here. Did she stand you up? No? It's very interesting your fiancé didn't seem it necessary to come to a wedding planning meeting. I mean, it's pretty important. Oh, she's getting her dress fitted? Well, I can see where she has her priorities at. But let's not talk about your future bride, right? Let's focus on your special day. Now, you must be very, very excited. Oh, I can tell you have a lovely flush about your face. Your eyes are sparkling. You have really lovely eyes. And I feel like your heart is just ready to burst out of your chest. Can I feel? Oh, do you work out? No. I'm sorry, I'll keep my hands to myself. So let's get started, okay? Now, I saw your application that you filled out, or rather your questionnaire. So I have a little idea of your personal taste, and if I may say so, you have excellent, excellent taste. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let me just, here we go. Open up a little something and we can get started talking about the things we want to focus on. So the very first thing we want to talk about is a budget. No budget? Well, seems you have a lot of money to spend. Oh, you own your own business. That's very fascinating. What line of work are you in? What kind of business? Really? Wow. You know, I could tell when you walked in that you were a very smart, astute businessman. Well, it's not just that gorgeous three-piece suit you're wearing, which, if I might say, is tailored to perfection. Yeah, it looks really good on you. But like I was saying, it wasn't just that, or the nice car I saw you park outside. You just have this kind of air about you that you're clearly a very intelligent and sharp-witted man. I mean, you must have been a very, very hard worker to get where you are now. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you have a lot of appointments today. Sure, we can get on with the wedding planning. Well, that definitely opens up a lot of options now that I know you have no budget. We're just going for whatever, so I'll make a note here that high-end is preferred. Yeah, you seem like a high-end kind of guy. Anyway, moving on. So, have you already talked to, you have a caterer? Okay, so we won't talk about that today, but we do provide some caterers. Yeah. You know, I'm actually quite a good cook myself. I mean, nothing too fancy, but I love on a Saturday evening just to put on the fireplace, pour some red wine, make a nice romantic dinner. With my husband? No, I'm not married. Not yet, anyway. Boyfriend? No, I don't have a boyfriend. Thanks for asking. Are you, no, you're not interested. You're engaged, of course. I know you're engaged. That's why you're here planning your wedding. Silly. But if you are interested, no, yes, I am available. Okay, let's focus on. So you have a caterer, that's great. Now, you haven't quite picked your location yet, is that right? Alright, well, we have some lovely, lovely places I can take you to later. Yeah, I mean, the company rents me a car, but I'm happy to get into your car. Go for a nice drive, roll down the windows, let the wind blow through our hair. Would you like that? You'll probably go see them with your fiancé. sure if you want her nagging the whole time. Oh no, I'm sure your future wife is very sweet. I mean, she's not so sweet as to postpone her dress fitting, but that's okay, because it's kind of worked out, don't you think? Do you believe in fate? You believe you're fated to meet your current fiance? I'm sure you are. Well, I think it's fate that you're here today. Yes, we can keep planning your wedding, sure. So I'll write down a couple different places for some venues, and we can visit them later. But let's talk a little bit about decor. Now we'll be able to get more details about decor once we pick your actual venue. But it's always nice to talk about place settings and, tables. It's fine if you don't have your invite list right now. It's, we will eventually want to know about the amount of people, because that will help with venue and how many tables we'll want to rent. Yeah, and exactly how many people will need seated. But it's never too early to start planning, centerpieces and decor to go on your tables or around the room. Yeah. Alright, well, why don't I show you a couple of things we have here right now, and you can tell me what you think. Does that sound good? Okay. I'm just going to put our little wedding planner notebook aside, and let's get started. Okay, so if you want to go for that really classic kind of look, and you do seem like a very, very classy kind of guy, we have these lovely candles. And this is in the scent Warm Vanilla. Do you want to smell? It smells really good, doesn't it? I actually have this new perfume that has some vanilla scents. You don't want to smell my perfume? It smells really good though. Or, I think it's mostly faded. It might be your cologne I'm smelling. Do you mind if I just smell your neck here? You find that inappropriate? Well, yeah, I guess we just have different definitions of what's appropriate, but I will say you smell very, very nice. We'll move on to the candles. You seem very eager, which I do like, by the way. So like I said, we have these candles in this lovely warm vanilla scent. And these are great because they really emit a lot of wonderful light, and they give you that romantic kind of feel too. The way that they kind of flicker, the shadows dance along your skin. It's very, very enticing. They're nice and solid, and obviously I just have the two here. You can see these are used. These are just sort of demo candles. Yours will be nice and fresh and untouched. And you can buy them in bulk. It will make it a little bit cheaper. You're interested in these? Great, I'll set them aside. You seem like the type that's a candle fan, am I right? Oh yes, I love candles too. Just light some candles, nice romantic night in, you and me in a bathtub, drinking champagne. Oh, did I say you and me? I meant you and your fiance, of course, of course. Why don't we move on? So, still in the candle genre, we have these, which are a little more, I think, they're a little more sexy and seductive, a little more bold. They're also a nice blend of feminine and masculine, so this way you feel like there's a nice balance at your wedding. Now this is in the scent Birch, and I'll give you a smell in just a moment. First, let's kind of focus on the really gorgeous exterior. Now this is a little heavy, and it's made of glass. Can you hear that? But it has this lovely wooden top, and that gives you a really rustic kind of feel, you know? Yes. And this brand is called M of WG, and it's always first quality. It's a full-bodied aroma with a kick. This is fragrance number 5. It's called Rich and Bold, just some descriptions for it. And you can see there's this almost vintage feel on the outside with the label. Now we can also bring these to you labelless, but I think the label adds a little bit of drama, a little bit of a style, and clearly looking at you, you're a man that knows about style. You're quite rich and bold yourself. Anyway, okay, back to the candle. So like I said, it has that lovely wooden top, which I just love. Isn't that a really nice sound? I like it. So you can just kind of twist it open, and you can see this one is used. Again, this is a demo, but the wick itself is actually made from wood, which adds this really nice woodsy scent along with that gorgeous musky birch scent. And this kind of smells like your cologne. Do you mind if I just... You really don't want me smelling your neck? Fine. Are you interested in these? You're not so sure? That's fine. We have time to talk it over and think about it. So I have one more decor for today to show you. Obviously, we have plenty and plenty of pieces of decor in our workshop, but our warehouse, not our workshop. But I know you're on a bit of a time crunch, so I'll just show you one more for today. And this is not a candle, but it's a nice light fixture. And this is glass again. You can see it sounds a bit more hollow though. It's a mason jar, which are so trendy right now. It has a nice metal top. Do you hear that? It's kind of ribbed around the edges. I quite like the way that sounds too. It's a different kind of feel. The other glass is thicker. Again, this has more of an echo, you know? Anyway, so in here you can see we have a few buds, rose buds, and they're dried out, which gives you sort of an antique look. But with the jar, there's that rustic whimsy kind of feel as well. And now it is attached. These are battery packs. Now we do need the pack to be attached, but we would wrap this in fabric or put it in a pouch so it wouldn't ruin the aesthetic of it. And you just switch it on. There we go. And look how beautiful that is. So there's these little lights that are inside the jar. It almost reminds me of like fireflies in a jar. Did you ever catch fireflies as a kid? Did you? I bet you were a very sweet kid. Do you want children? I think I want a lot of children to raise with my loving, smart businessman husband. Anyway, that's just my fantasy. But, like I was saying, it has a very youthful, whimsy feel, but it's also soft and romantic, super classy. These would look great anywhere on your tables. You're interested in this? Great. I'm just going to turn off the light, save the battery. Okay, let's put that aside. So, I'm just going to write that down that you are interested in the tall, warm vanilla scented candles. You were not as interested in the birch candle. Okay, I'll make a note here. But you did like the pretty twinkle light jar. Yeah, I could tell you have really good taste, clearly. Anyway, okay, so great. This all looks really good. Now, if you don't mind just holding tight for a couple minutes, I have to go and get the final paperwork. Just gotta get it all organized for you. And then all you'll need to do is sign the paper and we'll be good to go with a lot of our wedding planning decisions, okay? Alright, I'll just sit tight. I'll be right back, okay? Okay, thank you for being so patient. What's that? Did I change my outfit? No. Oh, that's so sweet. You must be so excited about your upcoming wedding that you aren't even paying attention. You're certain no, this is what I've been wearing the whole time. What, do you think I just ran out and changed real quick while getting your paperwork? You are so silly. Now, let's move on. So I have your paperwork right here. And don't worry about reading through it, okay? Because I've already checked everything for you. You just have to sign right here at the dotted line, okay? As you can see, I've already signed here. That's my signature. Well, yes, I signed on to be your official wedding planner. So you just have to sign an initial over here, okay? Now, do you take me to be your wedding planner or lawfully wedded wife, whatever, for as long as you may live? Go ahead. You just have to say I do. Yeah. Oh, don't mind him. He's just my assistant. Yeah. Yeah. He's just taking notes. You don't worry about him. Just sign the paper and say that you do. Why won't you? Yeah, go ahead, right there. Just sign it. There you go. Perfect. And you do take me? Yes. To be your wedding planner, sure. Lawfully wedded wife. Mm-hmm. Great. Well, I definitely take you to be my client and husband. What was that? Did I just say husband? Oh, sweetie. Why are you being so confused today? Don't mind him. He has a little bit of a memory problem. Oh, he's just trying to deny it. Sweetie, there's no need to deny your memory problem. He really doesn't mind. My assistant? Yeah, my assistant / ordained priest. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Oh, no, you don't have to read the contract. Well, it's too late. You can't take it back now. You signed it. What's wrong, darling? Who are you calling? Your lawyer? If you need law advice, I have quite a few lawyers on retainer. I'm happy to. Why are you so upset? But this is great. Now you don't have to worry about getting married to that terrible fiance who couldn't even bother to show up. You don't have to worry about planning your wedding because we're already married. Now hang up the phone. Don't call your lawyer. What is he going to do for you? Get you an annulment? No, but sweetheart, we just got married. You don't want to get annulled yet. Where are you going? Come back. He'll be back, don't worry. You want your $20? I'll give it to you later. Jeez. Can't believe he just ran out on me like that. He'll be back. I should start planning our honeymoon.